obtained, sorry, by nicking the jugular vein. Next slide, Professor, please.
Hey, talking about the tradition, the genital circumcision is a really important ritual for them. The men have to make some tasks before the ritual of circumcision. They first got to shave their head to get cleaned up, and then they had to kill a steer, and then have to cut the tree that after the ritual the women will plant next to the men's door, next to the men's house. They also, them the ritual, have to start wearing uh, black suit, which represents that he's getting into the adulthood and living back the childhood. And then the ritual, they had to pass their healing months, like killing beards, uh, disturbing the girls, throwing arrows into them. It is like a healing process, yes. Just wait till the circumcision is finished, and then they become a man, a real man.
Okay, lion hunting. The lion hunting was seen by the Maasai tribe as a sign of bravery, and it was also seen as a sign of as a personal achievement. They would use this tradition to celebrate the transition from childhood to adulthood to the Maasai male. Back in the past, when the lion population was high enough, the tribe would encourage this solo hunting. However, when the lion population started decreasing, the government asked the Maasai tribe to stop this tradition and the lion hunting in general. The Maasai tribe saw and well understood that the lion makes a very important part to the savanna's um, ecology. They stopped it.
Okay, now let's talking about Ordul. Okay, the Maasai men travel a lot, which means that they have to pass with different climate changes, and some of them could get infected by some disease. So at the end of the trip, they don't go to the tribe because they don't want to infect the people there. So they go to a cave that they call Ordul, which is like a type of hospital for them. So they stay in these caves for 2 months without showering and no contact with other people. And these caves are so far away from where the tribe lives. So the only thing that they do is that they feed out of bulls per week and medicinal soups and with some plants. So yeah, as I said before, it's like a hospital for them. And as we can see in the image, there is a shield, and this shield is very important for them because it's a symbol of protection. And it's also used for fights. And the meaning of the colors of this shield is have a meaning, of course. And for example, black is because all Maasais are black people. White is because they think that they came from the milk, and milk is their favorite food. And blue is because the sky is blue and they believe in a God, and that God lives there. And they think that that God can give them the protection and the superior force that can encourage them. So it's very important, this shield for them, and of course, Ordul. Now I'm talking about the rules. The Maasai society is strongly patriarchal, and all major decisions that involving the tribe are decided by the village elders. Oral laws passed down from generation to generation cover most aspects of their behavior. For example, the Maasai men are born and raised for to be warriors, while the women spend their time learning to cook, clean, prepare food, construct homes, and take care of the children. So there is a big difference there. And for example, when the Maasai men are child, the only thing that they do is playing with animals and other things, while the women are prepared for to be the perfect wife for a man who is older than her. No matter what the girl thinks, the most important for the village elders is to keep their traditions. So there is the rules with the woman and the men in this tribe.
Regarding
Continue.
enemy, regarding enemy, there's only one apparent enemy, which is the Tonga tribe. Many people will consider them as a eternal enemy because in the Maasai settlement in Kenya and the northeast Tanzania, they had to fight with the Tonga tribe, to get the land of the cattle. The Maasai tribe ended up winning because of the strength and the amount of soldiers they had. They ended up winning because of it, and they kept the land and the cattle.
Okay, talking about the polygamy they outage. Depending the amount of cows you have, you are allowed to have a wife. You got to give 10 cows to the family you want to get married, the girl you want to get married. If the family accepts your cows, you are allowed to marry that girl. And if you want to make it with another family, you can. So they are allowed to have a lot of wives depending the amount of your cows. And that's all our exposition. I hope you like it.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much.
If you have questions, we are
Have you got a question?
to respond it.
No, it's very great. Teacher,
Thank
sorry,
you.
okay. Teacher, si le
Yeah.
permite la entrada a Esteban, que se salió hace rato, por
Listo,
favor.
ya la acabé de aceptar. Gracias, Christian. Okay, guys. So thank you very much for your presentation. It was a very good one, full of details, full of very interesting information. Remember that we have specific comments for you all, but we're not giving them right now because we are completing like a rubric, and then you're going to receive it afterwards. So anyways, thank you very much. It was a great presentation. I really liked it and enjoyed it. And I didn't know about this tribe, so I think it's very interesting. So thank you again. I don't know if there is any question for these guys. People, do you have any question? If there are no questions, we can continue with the next group. So who wants to come next?
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Professor.
So is there any volunteer for coming next? Anybody? No volunteers? Okay. So let me go with, yes.
¿Podemos exponer Carol, Holguín y yo?
Sí, claro, están las dos solitas en el grupo.
Profe, es que no se valen, no se conectan y nos contestan los mensajes, entonces pues
Como
no
Valentina
sabemos.
Lozano no está.
Valentina, ¿qué? Lozano.
Sí.
Listo, gracias por... Voy a escribirle a ver qué pasa, pero bueno, igual si no preparó nada con ustedes, háganlo ustedes dos solas, no hay problema.
Pues es que de todas formas ella sí aportó, pero no está presente.
Pero no está presente hoy, o sea...
Exacto.
Sí, no está presente hoy.
Pero ella sí preparó la presentación con ustedes.
Sí, señor.
No, entonces démosle una esperita. Bueno, no sabemos qué le pudo haber pasado. Si les parece bien, lo dejamos para el lunes, ¿sí?
Bueno,
Pues porque
señor.
maluco que ella sí trabajó y bueno, pudo haber pasado cualquier cosa.
Para el lunes, no.
¿Cómo?
Ay, profe, es que yo siento que es mejor como salir de esto así, en un rápido, porque muchas veces pues se me olvida y ya he practicado muchísimo.
¿Le ponemos
Pues,
un cero?
no le pongo, pero es que también le escribimos y yo le he llamado, pero ella no contesta, o sea, de verdad que no sé si no le interesa el trabajo, porque pues igual ya hemos hablado mucho, ya hemos practicado, pero ella no sé, no da como...
No ha aparecido.
Bueno, no, entonces hagamos una cosa. Ella me mandó un audio de 2 minutos y 36 segundos, lo acaba de ver. Entonces, sigamos con otro grupo y yo escucho el audio, ¿sí? Y ya yo entonces les digo, Carol, para que sigan ustedes después de este grupo que va a presentar acá a continuación. ¿Te parece bien?
Está bien.
Bueno, profe, gracias.
Listo. Entonces, chicos, ¿algún voluntario? Any volunteer? No? Okay, so I will pick on someone. Just give me 1 second. Maybe Juanita, Luz Valeria, and Carolina. Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so
I
guys,
can
Hello.
I can share a screen.
yes, sure. Thank you.
¿Ya la pueden ver?
Yes.
Okay. Hi. Good morning, everybody. You are Juanita, Luz Valeria, and Carolina. Ay, permítanme un momento.
Don't worry.
Prendo la cámara. Okay. You are Juanita, Luz Valeria, and Carolina. Our topic is Mexican culture.
Okay.
Ay, no me...
History. The culture in Mexico is a product of the process of blending of indigenous practice and tradition with the Spanish colonial presence. That such a profound impact in all aspects of life. There has been a struggle, a constant struggle, for Mexican people throughout history to define and promote the Mexican identity. However, with so much political instability, wars with United States and France and colonial occupation, Mexican society has often struggled to form a cohesive identity. As a result, Mexico art and literature have had somewhat tumultuous history. Next.
Okay, customs and traditions. Mexican culture has experienced a great transformation in the last decades and varies widely throughout the country. Below, I will name the most representative customs and traditions. Family celebrations. The family is one of the fundamental pillars of Mexican society. For this reason, they usually organize parties in their homes and make our guests feel comfortable. Guadalupe's Virgin Day. The Day of the Guadalupe, celebrated on December 12th, is a Mexican holiday that celebrates the appearance of the Virgin Mary. Day of the Dead. Another key celebration is the Day of the Dead, which takes place on November 2. It is a day that reserved for remembering the dead, especially family members. Independence Day. On the other hand, Independence Day commemorates Mexico's separation from Spain on 1810.
In gastronomy, Mexico is home to some of the most well-known and loved dishes in the world. Mexican cuisine varies by region and due to local climate, geography, and ethnic difference among indigenous inhabitants. The three staples in Mexican dishes are corn, beans, and chilies, all present before the Spanish arrived. Corn is consumed in all possible forms, but the most importantly is tortilla. The tortillas are used to make tacos and quesadillas. Perdón. Popular throughout the country. And avocado, tomatoes, and rice also feature heavily in Mexican dishes. Bueno, we have tamales, chilaquiles, tacos.
Okay, the next topic is architecture. Pre-Hispanic style. In the pre-Hispanic style, the monumental construction that represent the indigenous communities of ancient Mexico are predominant. These are characterized by their perfect symmetry, their axes and stairs to reach the top. Colonial style. In this type of architecture, the construction of religious building is predominant for its magical historic colonial center, World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Modern style. Mexico's modern architectural style is a combination of the past and the present that to respond to the needs of Mexican people based on evolution. Religion.
And religion. Mexico doesn't have an official religion, but the Roman Catholicism is the dominant and deeply cultural pervasive. It is estimated over 80% of the population as identify as Catholic. Many Mexicans see Catholicism as part of their identity, passed on through the family and national cultural heritage. However, not all Mexicans attend church service regularly. Religiosity is most visible in events and festivities. While approximately 5% of the population is thought to be unaffiliated with any religion, but many non-religious Mexicans still engage in Catholic celebration.
Learning.
Hello, a typical suite. The charter suite is a represent of country. This is composed of a hat, pant, shirt, or waistcoat, bodice tie, and jacket. A typical men's suite. Typical men's suite, the style of shirt can be styled military. Tweed is also known as pachuqueña, or civil water named fall neck. Woman's suite. This is a composed of a white shirt with embroidery, a skirt that receives the name of castor, with sequins and geometric figures. Embroidered shows with the silk threads, a band that serves to hold the castor.
Places. There are some of the most representative places of Mexican culture. Oaxaca. Oaxaca is considered one of the most beautiful cities in Mexico for its magical historic colonial center that declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. Cancun. Island known for its white sand beaches and turquoise waters between the Caribbean Sea and the Nichuco Lagoon. Guadalajara. Second most populous city in Mexico, land of tequila and mariachis, to an intense urban life where various festival international scope take place. Music and dance. Luzba.
Music and dance. Tapatio Cirrus was born during the revolution, the Huapango. This dance is performed on a wooden platform. The dance with another typical custom called jarocho. These have a white shirt, hat, and a white pant, and the woman with a white blouse and white skirt. The dance of Parachicos. The dance it was declared a cultural heritage of humanity by the UNESCO. And language, 1999, the United Nations Organization for Education, Science and Culture, UNESCO, declared the 21 February like International Mother Tongue Day because I seek to promote multilingualism and cultural diversity.
Okay, thank you for your attention.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. It was another great presentation. I really liked it because I think Mexican culture is one of our favorite. It's very interesting. So it was a great presentation. Remember that there are no comments in this moment. They will be very soon, okay? But it was very good. Thank you very much. So I don't know if anybody has a question for these girls. Anybody? Question for Juanita, for Luzba, for Carolina? No? Okay, so Luzba, Carolina, and Juanita, thank you very much. It was very good.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, teacher. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. So let's continue with another group, and we're going to continue with Carol's group. Okay, so Carol, hello, Carol with Mariana. Carol and Mariana, I don't know if you're going to share your screen. Yes?
Ya, sí, ya voy a compartir pantalla.
Okay, thank you.
Bien.
It's
Okay.
loading.
Good morning, everybody. We're presenting Wicca culture and reborn history with Carol Olguin. Wicca, the religion most ancient, but also the most new. Aquelarre, and Summoner Sons, and Jorli. Carol?
Gracias, bebé. Listo, ahora sí. What is Wicca culture? So Wicca, it must be known that it comes from Celtic cultures before evangelization, after the fall of a central god such as Greek and Roman mythology, giving way to more mystical creatures typical of Celtic cultures. Perdón. Profe, me espera un momentico que me mareé.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Como he estado súper enferma, entonces los mareos me dan constantes.
No, don't worry. Just relax and we can wait for you.
Sorry.
No, no problem.
Can I drink my...
Sure.
And can I start again, please?
No problem, Carol.
Okay, thank you. What is Wicca culture? Wicca, it must be known that it comes from Celtic cultures before evangelization, after the fall of essential gods such as Greek and Roman mythology, giving way to more mystical creatures typical of Celtic cultures, to those who worship the cycle of life as fundamental part of nature. The word Wicca means art of the wise, and refers to an innate wisdom in all individuals that comes from, perdón, no sé por qué me mareo tanto, that comes from to nature, and it is founded within each one. Wicca has its origin in Celtic traditions, but has spread especially in the United States, where in fact it is an officially recognized religion, and other countries where it is an recognized religions are Spain, Portugal, and Puerto Rico. Wicca is a modern-day nature-based pagan religion. Those rituals and practices vary among people who identify as Wiccan. The most observations about this include festival celebrations and about solstices and equinoxes, about the honoring of a male god and female goddess, and other natural objects into rituals. The Wiccans practice their religions into according ethical code, and many of them believe in reincarnation. Thank you.
Okay. Why? Wicca, by its very nature, is primarily concerned with developing and harnessing the gift of the goddess of the physic and intuitive faculties, and to a lesser excellence, the gift of the god of the linear conscious and secular faculties. Neither can function without other, and the gift of the goddess must be developed and exercised with both female and male witches, but the fact remains that of all, the woman has an initial advantage and greater facilities with which the goddess, like the man as a whole, has more aptitude for developing the god's ability. Okay. It was believed that the goddess was the one who brought to life everything that is exciting nature, and the god was in charge of fertilizing it, making it prosper, but being complementary in all aspects of life. For example, in the case of agriculture, the goddess created the seed and the earth, and the god is charged of making that seed generate life and grow. In this philosophy, we're all equal because we come from the same and we're made in equal parts. The god, the goddess, and the god. Some festivities in the culture Wicca is Samhain, Yule, Imbolc, Ostara, Beltane, Lita, Lammas, y Mabon. The tradition of celebrating Halloween and Easter is believed to come from Samhain Ostara festivals. Y ya lo último es la geografía, profe.
Okay, thank you very much. Again, thank you. It was a good presentation. Of course, it was short, but because there was a problem with Valentina, so we are sorry for the others about Valentina. She's having some problems, so she couldn't be part of the presentation today. So Carol and Mariana, they did their part. So it was very good, Carol and Mariana. Don't worry, Carol, about your health issues. I hope you get better soon. And remember that I'm going to give you feedback, a complete feedback after we finish the presentations, okay? So up to now, it was very good. Thank you very much, okay? Okay, so now we continue with Santiago's group. So are you ready, Santiago? Who is Santiago working with? Santiago, John Freddy, and Daniel, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. So I'm going to share screen.
But we can share screen.
John Freddy, you're having internet connectivity problems. I cannot understand what you're saying in this moment. I don't know if it is my internet or John Freddy's internet. Okay, John Freddy, could you say hello again?
Es que problema.
John Freddy, no sé si
¿Me
entonces...
escucha, profe?
Sí, mejoró. Sigue hablando, por favor.
¿Me escucha?
Mejor, sí, mejor. Mejoró. Okay, so I will share a screen for you.
Lo que pasa es que estamos conectados desde el celular y nos cuesta compartir pantalla.
Sí.
Okay, Daniel.
Good morning.
Listo. ¿Ustedes me dirán, empezamos ya?
Sí.
Yes, please, thank you.
Okay. ¿Dónde están las diapositivas? Okay. Amsterdam. Principles toca que es ruido. Amsterdam. We're going to talk about the capital of the Netherlands, Amsterdam. Teacher, la siguiente, por favor. Where is it? Amsterdam is located between France and Denmark to the northwest. To be more exactly, it's between AJ Bay to the north and on the banks of the Amstel River to the southwest. La siguiente.
Okay, I don't know if someone is talking or not. Maybe Daniel, your microphone is off. So
John, this part is John.
John is freezing. So guys, I don't know if you want to wait a little bit because I see that John is having a lot of...
Ya llegó el internet. Es que se fue un momento.
Okay, John, go ahead.
I'm going to talk about the general culture and, well, the inhabitants of Amsterdam have always been famous for their honesty and sincerity, and besides that, for their saving spirit to some extent that also refers to issue of environmental conservation, being tolerant of the sale and consumption of light drugs has long also been part of the peculiarities of local life. Now, the tendency to imitate and respect everything British. Many cities will speak perfect English and have extensive knowledge and the daily life culture and mentality of the English. The autochthonous inhabitants stand out for the maximum respect for the care of the environment, and that is why visitors must show a respectful attitude at all times and not alter the natural harmony in any way. It's amazing. It's amazing. The locals are very friendly and helpful, and this has been one of the reasons for Amsterdam's success as a tourist capital. Another of the most characteristic features of Amsterdam is the abundant presence on the bicycle streets. Many city dwellers choose to wheel transport motivated by their beliefs, thus demonstrating once again their desire to care for the environment. Others instead simply seek to flee from the endless queues that can last for hours. Each public building is compulsory equipped with a large parking lot for bikes, and even so it is not always easy to find a hole in them. Amsterdam is a unique capital of the world and famous for its legal prostitution and use of sex drugs, gay pride, festivals, and even euthanasia. This becomes even more important for the fashion industry, traditions, art, festivals, carnivals, and festivities. When we talk about Amsterdam, the first association that comes to mind is a notorious red light district, and with coffees with these great cities will be exposed by my partner Daniel. Art is very important piece in the cultural composition of the city, hence the museums are one of the most important tourist attractions. As for fashion, the city offers very diverse and unique styles. You can find even the most unusual shoes and you have ever seen. Checker of the orange jacket are also fashionable in relation to the national color of the country. Thanks.
Typical meals. The first one, bitter volley. It is okay. There are very many a lot of typical meals, but these ones are like the most recognizing around the world. Beer volley. It is a snack that is usually served in bars or nightclubs. It is grilled meatballs with mustard. The next one is a strop waffle. That there are waffles with hot and sticky sweet candy that is very common in bakeries, cafes, and the food market. And the cheese. The cheese is one of the biggest business in Amsterdam, and it's very famous around the world. That cheese is it called what does it call? Um, Gouda cheese, and it's very famous for its texture because it's very soft. So people say that it's very delicate. And actually, there is a cheese museum in Amsterdam. And then next one, ¿cómo se llama? Stamppot. Stamppot it's the Dutch term for excellent in Amsterdam. It consists of a plate with potato puree with some spices and a sausage. That's it.
Good morning, teacher, and good morning, guys. Something I read about Amsterdam is that most of the people speak English. It can be said that a large part is bilingual. Of the curiosities of the city is big known street is the Red Zone, where prostitution is legal since 1911. This street has a church in the middle of the street. Heineken. Mm, the best known beer in the world is the Heineken, and it is made in Amsterdam, since 1873.
Well, education. Um, there is a highly developed and often confusing educational system in a place in the Netherlands. The level of participation in education is high. 1 in 3 school graduates now completes a first level college degree. Um, Education in the Netherlands is characterized by division. Education is geared to the needs and background of the student. Education is divided into schools for different age groups, and some of them are in turn divided into strengths or of different educational levels. In addition, public schools and especially religious schools are divided. The educational system in the Netherlands is ranked the ninth best in the world. Compulsory education learned in the Netherlands start at the age of 5, although in the practice most schools accept children from the uh, age of 4. The age of 16 in partial compulsory education, part of leverage that is a pupil must attend some form of education at least 2 days a week. Compulsory education for students aged up to 18 and the education policy is coordinated by Dutch Ministry of Education, Culture and Science together with the municipal government. Yeah.
Some important holidays. There are many important holidays, but these ones are like the most important. Okay. Easter. The Easter is on April 12th. Wait, I'll tell you. The Easter is on April 12th, and the search for chocolate eggs in the on Easter. It's a very ancient tradition in the country, and actually in a lot of countries too. In April 30, it's the Queen's Day, and everyone should wear orange clothes. All shops are closed, and the tram is free. And what May 5, it's a victory of the it's a victory of the victory of Europe. What were you? Victory of Europe. This day symbolizes the unconditional surrender of Germany, of Nazi Germany, on May 5 in 1945. And in February, the cultural festival took place in many regions of Amsterdam, including in Netherlands, including Amsterdam. Yeah.
Amsterdam has repeat. Amsterdam has one of the most beautiful museums in the world. This museum is Museum Van Gogh. Van Gogh is one of the greatest exponents of the post-impressionists, and his most work is The Starry Night. Siguiente. Next. The Rijksmuseum is the most important museum in Amsterdam and has a million work and has the most famous collection of the painting from the Golden Century. In Amsterdam, you can legally buy wheat in any coffee shop. Thank you.
Thank you. That's it.
Okay, guys, thank you very much. Very interesting information. It was also very good. Remember that, everybody, please remember that I have a lot of comments, positive and things to improve. But in this moment, I'm telling everybody that it was a very good presentation because I really appreciate that you're taking the time to prepare, that you're prepared, that you're bringing enough information. But remember that I will give specific feedback to one of you, right? To each one of you. So far, up to now, thank you guys, Santiago, Daniel, and John Freddy. It was a very good presentation.
Estoy temblando, profe, estoy temblando todavía. Ya terminé.
Wow. ¿Por qué se ponen tan nerviosos para una presentación?
Pánico escénico, profe. Y eso que es virtual. Si fuera presencial lo hubiera vomitado.
Really?
Es difícil exponer en un hospital, profe.
¿Y qué haces por allá, Daniel?
Aquí es donde trabajo, profe.
Ah, okay. Okay. Thank you for your effort, Daniel. Okay, guys. So let's continue. Let's have one more presentation today. So I don't know if there is any volunteer. Any volunteer? No volunteers.
Danilo, profe, que Danilo quiere que pasar.
Danilo, saque expone. Okay, I don't know if maybe, let me see. Okay, just give me 1 second. Okay, I don't know if maybe, ¿quién me falta? Miguel Ángel. Miguel Ángel, ¿con quién está? Con Valentina y con Natalia. Do you want to go next, guys? Miguel Ángel, hello.
Hello, teacher.
So, Miguel Ángel, do you want me to share a screen or you're going to do it? ¿Quieres que comparta la pantalla o ustedes lo van a hacer?
Usted, profe.
Ok, listo. Dame un segundo, por favor. Si está Natalia y está Valentina acá, ¿cierto?
Profe.
Señor.
Después de ellos, yo quiero. ¿Sigo yo?
Cristian, vamos a ver cómo estamos de tiempo, ¿sí? Si no, lo dejamos para el lunes. ¿Te parece bien?
Profe, lo que pasa es que no sé si está conectada en esos momentos porque ella nos dijo que tenía problemas, no con la conexión, sino que tiene, ¿cómo le digo? Tiene daño, tiene problemas estomacales y otras cosas, entonces no sé si en este momento esté con nosotros.
Listo,
No, yo estoy acá, yo lo intento.
Natalia, ¿segura? Si estás enfermita, lo dejamos para el lunes, no hay problema.
No, profe, yo lo quiero hacer. Lo intento, sí.
Listo, dale. Entonces vamos con este grupo. Y Cristian, si algo de primerito el lunes, ¿te parece bien? Ok, Valentina, Natalia, Miguel Ángel, thank you. Let's go.
Good morning, teacher. Good morning, class. We are Valentina, Miguel, and Natalia, and our topic is Brazil, and we will talk about typical food, funny fact, geography, and religion. Continue.
Bueno, the introduction. Brazil is one of the most visited countries in Latin America, and it is for less considering the great quantity of attraction than the fun is a very amusing and happy place. Green beaches, cities full of life and the warmth of its horizon make Brazil an ideal place to spend an unforgettable vacation.
With the festivities, customs, and dances have always been part of the Brazilian culture. that which people are characterized by living a life with intensity and inviting all their visitors to join them, sharing and living. Geo- Geography and limits of the of the of the I'm so nervous. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, Valentina. Take your time. Breathe in and breathe out. Just wait 30 seconds and then you continue.
Okay. Geography and limits of the Brazil is the officially federative federative republic country of South America that is occupies half of the continents. LATAM's it is the one of the largest country in the world, except it's side only by Russia, Canada, Chinese, and then United States.
Brazil faces the Atlantic Ocean of island borders with every South American country except Chile and Ecuador, specifically Uruguay to the south, Argentina, Paraguay, and Bolivia to the southwest, Peru to the west, Colombia to the northwest, and Venezuela to the north.
Next. Bueno, flora and fauna. Brazil is one of the most visited countries in Latin America. And it is for less considering that the great quantity of perdón. It is the country with the greatest biodiversity on the planet. The immense quantity and variety of species and flora and fauna, in many cases endemic species, in mainly due to its wide territorial extension, it's very geographic, and a diversity of climes. It estimates that the total number of plant and animals species in Brazil is approximately 4 million. Brazil is home to the largest number of known species of mammal and freshwater fish, the second largest number of amphibians, the third largest number of birds, and the fourth largest number of reptiles, especially located in the area known as the Brazil. Brazil, it's also called the first place in plant biodiversity on the planet. The type of forest and coastal vegetation predominate, as well as the types of bush and herbaceous vegetation. The vegetation in the river valleys is exuberant, especially in the Amazon basin. Next.
the most typical food of the Brazil. Picanha, barbecued meat, is a Brazilian specialty and is the most popular cooked and it is seasoned with only salt before it is cooked to the perfection. Siguiente, por favor. Feijoada is a rich herby stew made with a different cuts of the pork and the black beans. It is the national dish and is served countrywide. Traditionally, it is made with official such as throats and the ears with a slow cooked with the whole process can take off 24 hours. Siguiente, por favor. Moqueca, there is a delicious fish stew with a service piping hot in a clay pot. There are various regional variation of the dish, but at the basic ingredients are the fish, are the tomatoes, onions, and the coriander. In some places in this dish additionally have cocoa milk is used to do the social creamer.
Agriculture. Agriculture is an important industry in Brazil as this country has immense agricultural resources available to it. Its most significant products in this sphere are coffee, soybeans, wheat, rice, corn, sugar cane, cocoa, citrus, and beef in order to importance. Its most significant exports are coffee, beef, soybeans, sugar cane, ethanol, and frozen chicken. In Northeast Brazil, including Amazon basin, this agricultural area is drier, far, and less equipped. This area occupied mainly by subsistence farmers. And continue, please.
Bueno, religions and Brazil. In Brazil, there is the right to freedom of worship, but its main religions are Catholic, 64.63%, Evangelical, 22.16%, and Spiritism, 2%, non-religion, 8%. The indigenous population and people of Africans origin maintain some of his schools. Next.
Brazilians to love to throw our party as can be seen with a world famous annual carnival where everyone children to the retirement jump into the celebration with full enthusiasm. The most famous carnival in the world attracts of the million of the visitors every year from all four corners of the entire globe. The streets filled with the sounds of the 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 drums, as can see samba schools are over of the city to take part in the Sandramo parade and as can students for exotics dance music and creativity. These celebrations begin 14 days before Easter.
The official language is Portuguese. Portuguese is the ninth most spoken language around the world. And São Paulo, the largest Portuguese-speaking city in the world, is home to sizable Arab, Italian, Chinese, and Jewish community. There are only 460,000 Spanish speakers in Brazil. Continue, please. Christ the Redeemer is the monument of Jesus of Nazareth with open arms. The statue is located in Rio de Janeiro. According to the Brazilians, the city of Rio de Janeiro was made by God himself. Copacabana is the one of the main neighborhoods of Rio de Janeiro, and it is characterized by possessing La Princesita del Mar and crescent-shaped beach. Iguazu Falls are waterfalls on the Iguazu rivers on the borders of the Argentine province
of Misiones and the Brazilian state of Paraná. And continue.
Funny facts about Brazil. The first is motto is order and progress, and in its Paris off is the flag. The second its soccer team has been the only on to attend all the World Cups. It has 1/3 of the world tropical forest. Fourth, it is the largest exporter of coffee, orange wines, and sugar in the world. Five, Samba is considering as Brazil national cultural heritage. Sixth is the fifth country in the world in terms of territorial extension and population. Seventh, Brazilians prisoners can reduce their sentence if they sentence if they read books, whereas book read 4 days are dedicated from the sentence up to maximum of 48 days per year. 8. It is the country with the largest number of Japanese of South Japan on millions. 9. It has more than 4,000 airports and almost only supervised by the United States. And it is the country with the greatest variety of monkey species. 12, Capoeira has African and Brazilian influence, combining martial art, music and dance in a fighting style. Capoeira has always been considering a fighting technique, hence for several years it has forbidden by the Brazilian government. The passing of time proved that capoeira was more than just a way of fighting, and it became the national sport of Brazil. In fact, I didn't take long for more and more schools to proliferate that the style that this mix of martial art and dance that it's so popular today. I'm so sorry. Profes, ¿qué están pasando?
Don't worry, don't worry.
No están. Bueno, thanks for your attention. Les voy a mostrar un video.
Ok, Miguel Ángel, ¿lo vas a presentar desde tu computador?
Profe, ya lo ven.
Está cargando, ya cargó.